everybody, and welcome back to St. Pete by Night, a massive multiplayer TTRPG set in the world of darkness and encompassing Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, and of course, Hunter the Reckoning. I'm Cole, also known as Cole Dark, across all social media, and I'm one of the storytellers. Now, we can be found on most social media platforms under hashtag St. Pete by Night, see below, and also on our website www.stpetebynight.com, where you can find storyteller profiles, storylines, and some amazing unique functions that allow you to take a sneak peek into the world that we play in. If you're not already following us, go ahead and click that button to stay up to date or catch up with everything going on in the underground of St. Pete by Night, or even to come join us in the Discord, come experience the community, maybe come play with us. Now, tonight, we are not in St. Petersburg itself, but rather to the south, across the bay in Bradenton. Along the banks of the Manatee River, we find the cell gathered in their shared safe house at the Bishop Museum. Catching up on the last few weeks, sharing holiday stories, generally enjoying some downtime. The room's well lit. Several couches and chairs scattered neatly, sort of around the room. Billiard table sits off to one side, in front of a small kitchenette. Several posters and items adorn the wall. As we cross to our players. Kingdom, what's William up to?
William right now is probably reading a nice book over by the coffee table, has a cup of coffee in front of him, just enjoying his time and his lovely evening.
Nabbers, can you give us an idea of what Emery's up to, what they might be doing this evening?
Emery is probably at the billiards table, most likely racking up the balls to start a new game.
Nexus, do you think Victor would be playing a game of billiards with Emery?
Yeah, he cannot resist to impress Emery with his billiard skills. So yeah.
And Sam, where would Ella be right now?
Would be probably getting some crappy coffee out of their coffee machine and watching Emery and Victor play some billiards. See how good of a player Victor is.
Now, over the course of the last few weeks, before Christmas, you guys had encountered a particularly interesting being. Did a bit of research. I dare say, William, would you be willing to share some of that? Or it would be definitely a topic of conversation.
William would be 100% willing to share some of what he learned. He would share that what we faced was called La Celestina, a large creature that is some kind of hemophagic entity that supposedly it consumes blood, though no one's necessarily seen it do that, because most of the people who see La Celestina get ripped apart and added to its collective body. It's a mannequin creature. And I was the first. We seem to be the first people to have encountered it in the archives within 150 years. So good for us, we survived. But it's most likely still out there and alive. That's pretty much all he's going to share.
Emery's gonna do the comedic pool into the billiards table, or pool cube into the billiards table as she's getting this information.
Just, God damn it, just throw it down in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
It's not dead.
Yeah, the thing with all the appendages that we killed. We didn't kill?
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe we did. I don't know. But probably not. From my research, it seems like if you shoot at it, it will detach limbs, and it might kill it. It might not kill it. I don't know.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So he's probably on the loose. But where? Because when the last time we met this creature, we were in a golf field, right?
I mean, it seemed like there was the possibility of there being two of it. Maybe it was just one. I don't know. I don't know these things. I've never seen them before. All I know is that they're not native to here, and they're big and scary.
Victor, you would remember that the priest that was with you told you guys that there was a second supernatural being, or that something else pinged, running away from the scene of where you presumably killed this creature?
So yeah, it makes sense with the father telling us that there are two things, and maybe use that as a decoy to get away.
It could have been like a lizard detaching its tail. It might have been a distraction for us while it escaped.
Great. That's great.
Can he still attack even with his tail cut?
Maybe? I'm not certain. I would assume that if it's still alive, it's still a threat. But I don't have any contact in the police, so I can't know if any of the very odd murders that we were investigating have continued. So there's really no way of knowing at this moment in time, for me anyways.
Victor is going to look at Hela.
At that point, you guys would turn and see a familiar presence. Robert, who is your contact within the Bishop Museum. You see he's dressed in a grey tweed sort of a suit. Bow tie tonight, a little pink one, just, kind of schmick. Looking a little bit classy this evening. He sort of turns to all of you and says, I believe there was no further issues, William. Detective Adams did drop in and left this note. Apologies, I may have taken the liberties of reading it. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, dear Robert. I completely understand.
Either way, how are we all this evening? You've all been rather sporadic in your attendance here. Is there anything wrong with the facilities? No?
Nothing wrong.
Not a thing.
Very well. Well, how were your holidays anyway? What did you all get up to? William, I know what you were doing, but anyway. Victor, how's your holiday season?
Fine. Try to blend in, to learn everything that I can without, being the awkward man in the room. And try to relax a bit.
It can definitely be difficult in this trade. I can understand that.
Yeah.
And he'll turn to face the siblings and just be, and what kind of chaos did you happen to bring upon the world this season?
First of all, chaos, is not what we're looking for here. Second of all, I invited a bunch of people that we have come in contact to a party.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yes.
Apologies. Had research to attend to.
Yes. Your absence is noted.
Yeah, we were heartbroken that you didn't show up.
I'm sure your wounds will heal. Anyway, how did you end up going with the remainder of the information? Did you contact Miss Kruger? Dr. Kruger? Apologies.
Contacted and things were given, but no other information since then.
Curious. Of course. That sounds about right. It's always a trouble trying to get payment for any kind of grants, I suppose. Now, I heard you mention that there was potentially a secondary being?
It's potentially the same being.
Okay, do you have evidence or reference for that at all?
Did you read my paper?
Yes, William, I read your paper. Several times, if you recall. I was the individual who proofread, found all of your spelling mistakes.
Then if you remember, La Celestina can detach its body parts.
Uh-huh.
There is the potential that La Celestina detached a piece of its body so that way it could run away on its own.
See, the photograph that I received before you requested pickup showed that you had detached a few parts yourselves. I believe Emery was waving one at the time. It's definitely a unique image, one I don't think I'll get out of my mind in a hurry. Well, how did you go with your research? Did you pass the findings on to the team, or are you being your normal obstinate self?
Well, I passed some of my findings, not the entirety of my not the entirety of my findings, only because there's only so much that I think is relevant at this time. A lot of the history doesn't really. I don't think any of them are necessarily fully interested in the history of La Celestina. But if you would like to share more, that won't stop you.
But why would I ever stand on your toes, esteemed researcher? There's definitely a good element of venom dripping from his words right now towards William. He's not impressed.
You could never step on my toes, Robert.
Yes, well, never mind. Ella and Emery, have you had time to discuss anything with the officers other than the reports that I can deliver, perhaps?
No, I am still just waiting for a contact back.
Very well. Well, either way, I shall leave you to your day. There was this. And you'll see when he walked in, he was actually carrying quite a large book. And you would all recognize it as the book that the father had set aside for research later on. And he's going to just drop it on the table. This is here, should it be needed. The father seemed to have left it behind. But on that note, I'll leave you to it. Yes, William, I have already copied it, scanned it into the files and into the system so it is available for the remainder of the individuals who may need it.
Let's hope it's not copyrighted, because that might be illegal.
Since when has that stopped anyone?
Fair enough.
Really, William, since when did you start following the laws? Anyway, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever so fits you better. I have a few things to attend to. And he is going to turn and walk out of the door through William's office.
Hey, Robert.
We're going to do a really quick cut to the hallway outside William's office right now, where, if you wouldn't mind describing Nicholas, will no doubt come face to face with Robert.
Yeah. So Nicholas is about 6'2", very lithe build, dressed in a kind of leather biker outfit, because it's cold. And he has blonde hair that is chopped to about his shoulders, kind of wavy. Has tattoos, actually. Has several Celtic symbolic tattoos up and down his left arm. And has a much more well-kept beard than I do at the moment.
So Robert's going to come out of William's office, and would Nicholas knock on Robert's door, or would he just be standing there deciding which office, whether to go into Robert's office or William's office?
I think he would have been weighing his options.
So Robert will walk in and go, excuse me, can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I was looking at... Nicholas cocks his head to the side. You look oddly familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Robert's going to look you up and down. I'm sure that's just a coincidence. If you're looking for Dr. William Barnett, he is currently indisposed, but I'm sure if you wait, he will be out shortly. I myself, fortunately, I need to leave. And he is going to look you up and down again and start to make his way around you.
Can I vibe check that?
What's an insight?
Perfect.
First roll of the night, guys.
Three successes.
You see there is definitely a recognition in Robert's eyes. But he hides it reasonably well, so it's like a flicker of recognition. You can safely assume that he thinks your face is familiar too, but you can't pick up on how familiar it is to him. And he's going to give you a nod and edge around you in the hallway, ever so Britishly well mannered. Very well. Enjoy your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And he walks into William's office, and due to past experiences, we're probably looking for a secret entrance to a different room.
Mm-hmm. Give me you can either choose a wits awareness or wits investigation. Wits awareness would probably fit well, but I'll leave that call to you. And
it's not gonna matter. Yeah, he gets no successes.
Ooh.
Emery and Victor, did you by any chance continue playing billiards, or did you leave it after Robert left?
I think I'm continuing playing, but I'm asking Ella if she can do anything, about the police. If maybe she can hear something about people disappearance again, since we left the creature. But yeah, I'm actually continuing to play.
Well, Em would have the connection with Detective Adams, but I can see what my contact can dig up. She'd have a little more influence with the police.
So-
Yeah, Emery would have the connection to Detective Adams, but I can ask my contact if she has any more influence in the police. See what she can dig up.
Yeah, and thank you, because if William says right, and I think what the father told me actually corroborate the story, this thing is still out somewhere on the loose, killing people. So yeah, we have to get it back, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we would have heard something by now, though, don't you think?
That's the thing. If we wait a week, if the beast wait a week before getting back out, but do we know if this thing is intelligent or not, William?
It seems to show some vague signs of intelligence, also some weird artistic inclinations. It's quite odd. It's not intelligent in the same way we would think of, like, well, it might be intelligent in the same way that we would think of a human. It's complicated. Like I said, not a lot of people have met La Celestina and survived, so details are fuzzy.
As you say that, I'd like William and Emery, because you're not playing billiards, to both make me a wits and awareness, please. To see if you hear Nicholas rustling around the office, trying to push buttons, open doors, figure out a secret entrance anywhere.
Say William and Emery.
William and Emery, make those rolls, please. Three successes from William. Two from Emery. William, you hear some rustling in your office. Do you go and have a look?
William's eyes widen, and he puts a finger to his lip, looking at the rest of the people. Do we think he's carrying his pistol on his person?
I would assume so, because since La Celestina, so since that altercation, not having his pistol on him has proven to be problematic. So, if you feel that he would, then yeah.
So William's going to draw his pistol and start approaching the hidden entrance to his office, and put his ear to the door to try to hear what's moving.
Nicholas, would you open what appears to be the store cupboard door?
It would probably take him a minute, and that's why all the rustling around is going on, but eventually he'd be like, oh, a supply closet, and yank it open.
William, as your ear goes to the door, I need you to make me a Dex and Athletics, please, to avoid falling face first into Nicholas as he pulls the door open. Nicholas, I would also like a Dex and Athletics to see if you can dodge from William falling on you. So we'll see where we go.
That's a whole 2 successes.
You know, we're gonna go ahead and spend the first point of willpower tonight.
That's my whole pool.
Wow.
Boy.
Okay, that made that 3.
So, William, as you go to put your ear to the door, you overextend just a little bit. Going to maybe put a bit of pressure. Just as the door flies open and you trip forward, Nicholas, you managed to step to the side, sort of, whoa! William, you are flat on your back. You have fallen flat on the floor, looking up at Nicholas.
Hi!
William, right now, looks terrified.
I'm
Nice
grabbing
to meet
the.
you. I'm Nicholas, and Nicholas would offer his hand and offer to help William up.
Nick, why are you here?
Because I don't think the word discretion is in any of y'all's vocabulary. Do you want me to help you up or not?
Thank you. he takes his hand.
Nicholas would help him up.
Not a problem. Now, William, can I just get a reminder of how tall you are?
He's 5'11".
Not too much of a height difference. So there is this blonde-haired gentleman standing in front of you.
What do you mean indiscretion is not a...
So, I happened to see that whole snafu with whatever the hell that thing was at the golf course and across the bridge. And, I was here on vacation, my guy. Like, really wanted to take a vacation from this shit. And I did the thing where I got on Reddit, fucking Reddit, and here I am, because I saw one of you waving around a body part, and I'm pretty sure I saw you having it waved at you. So I did what anybody would do, and followed you, because discretion is not something y'all were apparently good at.
Are you saying the photo of us has been uploaded to Reddit?
No, I heard about what was going on before y'all murked the thing from Reddit.
Okay.
But who knows? I'm not that good with computers. Maybe one of y'all are better and might want to go check and see if someone uploaded something to the internet that shouldn't be there.
If they did, then I have someone I need to strangle, and that person is an old man.
Yeah, I saw him on the way in.
At this point, Amory, you've definitely heard all of this. Are you staying in the main room, or are you coming through?
I will look towards where all this discussion is talking. I will cock my pistol. Say, hey! Hi.
Hello, I'm Nicholas. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Nicholas. This is a restricted section of the museum, and I really don't think you should be here right now.
By the way, Nicholas, what you're seeing is the store cupboard is actually a hallway, and you are looking down the hallway at Amory. It's only a short hallway, maybe about 5 foot, and you can see Amory sort of. Are you hiding the pistol, or are you having it?
No. I'm like holding it out, I'm cocking it, and I'm walking forward.
Yeah.
Huh. It's interesting. Good old safe house in the cupboard.
William puts his hand up to Emery. There's no need for that right now. Don't put that away.
I aim my pistol at his face.
Yeah. At the same time, on the, I will follow Emery. Victor will follow Emery with the long arm, with the shotgun. But it's on the end of the corridor, and just looking at Emery's signal for doing something. Is not budging. Is not doing a thing. It's just with the long arm on the corridor.
So, Nicholas, you
Jesus
currently
Christ.
have 2 weapons trained on you. from the end of this hallway.
He just looks at him like, nods knowingly. Not the first time I've had 2 guns pulled on me in a small little supply closet. So as I was saying, I happened to catch wind of what was going on, and I was doing some of my own investigations, and it seems like y'all handled it for the most part.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thank you for the compliment. That still doesn't explain why you're here. Did you just come to congratulate us, or?
Well, you just said you weren't sure you killed the thing, right?
That is proprietary knowledge.
That's literally what you just said. You said that you hope that it's dead. Possibly hope that it's dead.
That
Not-
is proprietary knowledge that you do not currently have clearance to access.
Nicholas, can you please
you kind of are.
Can you give me a wits and insight, please?
Of course.
And I would like Emery and Victor to give me one as well. Emery and Victor, you are giving me a wits and insight to see if you feel this person is a threat. Nicholas, let's find out how full of hot air William is. Two from Emery.
Can I make a composure and subterfuge?
Not a problem.
Wits and insight? Wits and insight,
Wits
right?
and insight, please, Victor. Yes, composure and subterfuge
you.
from William. Yes.
I spent a willpower and got 4 successes.
Okay. How many was that, Victor? So 2 from Victor and Emery.
2.
3. Nicholas, William is full of hot air. This is not proprietary knowledge. You definitely did hear it. Victor and Emery, Nicholas does not appear to be a threat. His entire sort of aura or energy is very calm and relaxed. He does appear knowledgeable. And Nicholas, you 100%, if anybody's hiding anything right now, you pick up on it. So William, exactly what is it that you're attempting to hide from Nicholas? Just the knowledge, or?
Just it's less of trying to hide knowledge and more the demeanor of panic.
Yeah.
And I let something slip that I shouldn't have. Oh God, he's gonna find out more just from me, just from me panicking right now.
100%. So Nicholas, you have a very good read on these 3 individuals. And yeah, he does not appear to be a threat at all.
Victor is going to look at Emery and to to message and messenger with End to search him while he's still on gunpoint with him.
Mm-hmm. So Emery would holster her pistol, hands up in the defense position, and just say, "If you are coming in here, we are gonna have to search you first."
That's fine. Just don't pull a TSA, please.
I search him exactly like TSA.
Wits an investigation.
All right.
William's gonna sit at his desk. So barbaric.
Can I help her on any way? Like
Nope.
to...
You are holding your rifle
Okay.
pointed at Nicholas.
Nicholas is just going with it. He's like, oh, a decently attractive person. Okay, why not?
Yeah. 4 successes on a crit.
Beautiful. So, Nicholas, what do you have on you?
He didn't bring a single weapon on him.
So you would probably find a wallet.
Yeah, a wallet, maybe his car keys.
Bit of cash in the pocket.
Yeah, well, that would have been in the wallet. A bank card for the non-suspicious purchases that he has. a Snickers bar that he picked up that he stuck in his pocket in case he wanted a snack while he was here, so he didn't have to spend money at a vending machine. One of the things that Emery would notice is, as all of this is going on, you can tell that Nicholas has been through this a time or two with people. And in this thing, he's just like, yeah, get it over with.
So he's standing legs apart, just the right amount. So you do the fall up the leg, whoop, back down the leg, full check. Emery is very thorough with this. Yeah, you find nothing suspicious on him whatsoever.
Emery would also probably have gotten a really good look at the necklace that he wears. It is a very old silver Celtic knotwork necklace.
Okay. Can I do an assessment on the ID if it's fake or legit?
Just by looking at it? Sure, I'm gonna go wits awareness for that, because you're just looking over it. It's
Even
not like
better.
you can search it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Victor is not like, how to say, it doesn't seem to be stressed when he's
No.
going punching at you. He's not like shaking and stuff like that. He's just wait.
Yeah. Is the ID legit?
Yeah,
Yeah. It appears legitimate.
it would also be a Virginia ID, is what Emery would notice.
All right. I will hand you back your wallet and your ID and all that stuff, and just say you're a bit of a long way from home.
I don't know if you ever heard I was on vacation.
I don't know if she would have walked in on that one, but anyways. Oh well, interesting.
Yes, I sometimes get too deep into a lot of different subreddits, and here we are.
Well, you're welcome to come and hang with us, I guess.
Okay. He walks past William, walks past Victor, waves.
Yeah.
Nicholas, nice to meet you. And just walks right in.
So, William, you just sort of got to stand there and be like, what's your reaction here?
Well, William moved to sit at his desk while they were being searched because
Yeah.
William's gonna launch a look at Emery and then Victor. The guns? Really?
I'm sorry. Do you want random people to come in here, guns ablazing, or would you like protection?
Well, first off, I can defend myself. Secondly,
You fall on the guy.
he didn't seem to be. Just
You fall on the guy.
let's just go make certain he doesn't get into anything he shouldn't. William gets up and follows him down the hallway.
I trip William.
Legit?
Mm-hmm.
Dex and athletics. Both of you.
One success. William's so good at Dex and athletics.
If she success, I'm going to
4
at the last
successes.
second. Can I grab him at the last second?
Hold on. You were down the other end of the hallway.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes
How
sense.
badly are you tripping, William? You just sort of get him to stumble in his step.
I want him to eat the rug that's on the floor. So
William, you stand up and go to walk past Emery. Tunk. Yeah. Face first onto the rug. At this point in time, Ella, you're sitting on the couch as Nicholas walks on in, looks at you and says hi, and introduces himself.
Who the hell? When the hell? Where the... She whips out her fucking pistol. How the hell did you get in here?
Honey, They already gave me the TSA level pat down outside in the office. I promise you, I got the clearance. The other person let me in.
And
Do you
who
want a
was the other?
Snickers? I have a Snickers bar.
At this point in time, Victor would walk through behind and you would see Emery follow through. You might have heard a thump outside as William ate rug. And William, we'll cross to you in a minute as to whether you get up or you lay there and contemplate life for a moment. But, yeah.
She's gonna stand up and she's gonna be like, "You two dumbasses just letting random people in now?"
No, we checked
Just
them.
wait. Yeah, just wait the explanation of everything. And he's going to take the alarm and store it in the hidden armory on the wall. Again.
Go pop it in the other office. Yep. You go to walk into the other office to put it in the hidden armory. And Victor, you notice there's a lot of scientific equipment in here that wasn't in here the last time you were there. The locker that holds the weapons is still there, but everything else, it's like a sterile room. It is immaculate. There are centrifuges, like there's just, it's all decked out, a full biohazard lab almost. Coolers, the works.
Okay.
Go.
Matentist.
My equipment.
I'm going to open the take back the thing. Yeah. Yep. I hope it was useful. He's going to to go back walking into the main room.
Nicholas is just looking around, kind of assessing where there could be some things he could maybe help improve for the safe house. Notably security.
From where you walk in, you can see at the back left there is what appears to be quite a thick, heavy door. The back right, there's another door that looks like it maybe leads to a bathroom. And yeah, there's a little kitchenette that's like got a sink and a mini fridge and like probably a sandwich press and maybe an air fryer and a coffee machine. Just a standard coffee machine. What's left in the bottom of the jug looks pretty thick and old. It's been there for a bit.
Does he notice that big old book that was mentioned earlier? Was that just left out and about?
To my knowledge, it was just left on the table, yeah.
When he sees it, he's gonna go walk over and look at it. He's not gonna touch it.
Mm-hmm.
But what does the cover say?
Nothing.
It doesn't have any locks or anything on it?
Nope.
Now he's gonna open it.
I was gonna be like, hey, you don't get any rights yet. Who the hell is he? And she's just looking at the other three.
I literally just, as he's flipping open the book, he's just disregarding what she's saying. Flipping it open, it looks like an old book. He wants to read it. He says, I already told you who I was. My name's Nick. I'm from Virginia. I was on vacation. I happened to catch wind of you guys throwing around body parts in public like it was just a normal Tuesday afternoon in Florida.
She still has a gun trained on you, by the way.
He's just not phased. You notice this guy is stalwart and composed, even while she's got a gun point on him.
She's gonna slam the book shut. You don't get hope. A guy named Nick. Cool. Who the fuck are you, and why are you here?
William tripped on him.
Looks like you might needed some help, and that was my hand. Thank you. He shakes his hand.
What little of a look you did get. The book's actually in quite a few different languages. And it appears to be heavily annotated. Very heavily annotated. Quite a few different handwritings, different pen colours, different inks. Just what little he was able to look at. William, have you finished contemplating life and followed on in after Emery and Victor yet?
So William, after contemplating life for a moment, has a thought. He has access, because of his status with the Arcanum, he has access to some of the databases, right?
He could make a request to access some of those, yes.
Could he run a quick assets background check on this Nicholas Flynn character?
You only know him as Nicholas, I believe. Or
Well,
did
we
you
saw his
see the
ID.
identification as well? Didn't hear that. Nabas? We didn't hear
I
that.
was just confirming that I saw his ID.
So you would like to run the name Nicholas Flynn for a very
He's
quick check.
He's gonna come into the room real quick. Nicholas, can I just confirm your full name, full legal name, really quickly?
He cocks an eyebrow. Why?
I'm just running a quick background check to make certain we don't have to make you disappear.
Charisma
great.
intimidation check from William, please.
Do I need to make a composure resolve?
If you would
I
like
prepare
to.
coffee.
Let's make it spicy. Why not?
That's my whole pool.
How many?
3 successes.
Five successes.
This guy's blowing smoke. Not a stress and not a threat at all. It's up to you whether you give him your full identification. William
Y'all
Nicholas
surely know how to.
doesn't pay you mind.
Y'all surely know how to treat a fella. I was coming to offer help for y'all. Man, that good old hospitality just got thrown right out the window. My last name's Flynn. Like the character from Place.
Okay, well, that's what I thought I saw. Thank you. I'm gonna head over there and run a quick background check. You stay here.
You know, if y'all were just a little bit more pleasant and actually thought to ask me stuff, I might have just been willing to tell you, but now I just want to see what this background check turns up.
Are you going to go and log into your computer and access what you have of the Arcanum database?
Yes, he's gonna access what he has of the Arcanum database and assets list.
Okay. I'm going to get you to give me an intelligence technology, and you can use your dots of status for this. Because that would allow you additional access.
I'm gonna re-roll it, because why not?
Not a problem. Everybody, please make sure you keep check of your willpower.
Four successes.
Okay, with 4 successes, the information that you are able to find on a Nicholas Flynn is that he is a known entity, non-lethal, and not considered a threat to the Arcanum whatsoever. Potentially useful asset. That's all you're able to locate. Oh, one additional. Also known to work internationally. Has been cited in several countries. That information, however, is currently redacted from your access.
God. He's gonna look at the computer, flick it some. God damn it! He's gonna come back into the room. Well, it seems you're clear with the Arcanum, so we don't have to get rid of you. So
We don't?
no.
Storyteller. When William says that, does he remember any particular jobs he might have had in the past doing things for the Arcanum? Or
There would be a memory to that particular one, because that was one of the issues that you assisted with. but there are no connections at this point in time. You're aware of the organization.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. He sits in thought for a minute, thinking about that night in particular. He looks at William, looks him up and down, and dismisses the thought. And goes back to focusing on the book because he really wants to know what's in the book.
Ella, do you let him open the book?
No, she doesn't fully trust him yet. To let him have the book that was a friend.
Well, sorry to being rude then, I guess. You want some coffee?
I'm good. If I drink too much caffeine, I get the jitters. And it's like a squirrel, and nobody needs to see me like that.
I'll take it.
I don't
I'm
think
going
you
to
need
make-
any more coffee, Ella.
No, she does.
Shut your mouth, and she takes it.
He opens the Snickers bar and starts eating it.
So,
Nice
well,
operation.
Yeah. Maybe we should introduce ourselves, no? It would be more convenient to address each other's. So, my name is Victor. If you need anything, well, if I can help with that, I will be here. I'm going to reach out for your hand.
He shakes it. You would notice several Celtic signifiers like a Triskelion and several different raven motifs and motifs of the goddess Morrigan up on his right arm or his left arm. And then he has a 4-leaf clover on his right arm on his wrist.
The only thing you can notice with this handshake is really firm, and you can see actual on the neck of Victor. You can see like like a little. Just a sec. Like military plaques.
dog tags.
You see, yeah, that's you can see that around his neck. He's not hiding it, so.
He nods in deference to that when he notices the dog tags.
I'm going to look at Emory.
Emery will also take a big old swing into a handshake. She'll have a pretty firm grip herself. You'll notice most, if not all, of her tattoos are aquatic animal themed. So sharks, seals, dolphins, things like that. You also notice dog tags on her as well.
Emery gets the same nod of deference he gave Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Ella, do you actually introduce yourself?
She just kind of nods at him. Just says, Ella.
Pleasure to meet you, dear.
At about
I suppose
this time, I was going to say William would probably be walking back in from the research.
I'm last. It seems like we're having a little powwow. Dr. William Barnett, Doctor of Theoretical Physics, Masters in Library Science, and Bachelor's in Psychology. Wonderful to meet you. Please don't touch my equipment in the other lab. I will. Well, actually, you look quite smart. You can touch my equipment. I don't really mind you so much.
I'm not going to chance losing my fingers when you decide to stab me because I messed something up.
I wouldn't
My
stab you.
my knowledge is more occult studies and esoteric philosophy.
Oh, remind me. we should get together at some point. You can come look at my library.
Are you asking me on a date?
No.
Good. And he smirks at William, and I do have a question. With the languages that he did notice,
Mm-hmm.
are there any that he would recognize what they were even if he couldn't understand them?
Um, I'm gonna get you to give me a. Give me intelligence academics for this. Because it's recalling anything.
Okay. I don't think his Irish mythology specialty
No.
would apply here. You said int academics?
Yep. Because it's recalling letter formations, grammatical structure. There's certain languages that are quite obvious, but I would like to see what he can pull up.
4.
Okay, so definitely there are a few languages there that he would have recognized at a glance. There is a couple of Eastern European languages. There looks to be something maybe akin to Aramaic. There was a little bit of Celtic. There were a few runes. And a few other occult symbols that you are not able to ascertain at this point in time.
Real quick, Eastern European, some Celtic languages, and runes.
Yep. And Aramaic. Because that does have its own particular lettering structure.
Okay, perfect.
Beautiful. So it's at this current point in time, you guys would hear hurried footsteps outside. And
Oh
deep,
God, someone else.
heavy breathing as Robert. Pardon me, I see I'm too late. Nicholas? Apologies, I may have run a scan. You seemed familiar. May I ask why you are in town, please?
I was on vacation.
Vacation.
You're curious as to what your scan said.
Vacation.
Correct. And I went down the Reddit rabbit hole and caught wind of whatever that thing was. And then I saw that they handled it, and then I'm here.
Intelligence insight. See if you remember his face now. Because he's looking at you, he knows you. Apologies for my intrusion. Again, William, we really must figure out some better security for this area. This is getting ridiculous.
8 with a crit.
8 with a crit.
Ooh.
8 with a crit.
You have seen this gentleman's face not only in person twice. Once at the event in question from earlier. Once at a convention. An occult research convention that was small, advertised within the organizations to share knowledge. He was booed off stage because it sounded like he was repeating other people's research, presenting it as his own. You are aware that his name is Robert Mercius, a disgraced professor, but still considered to be well respected in the sense of his ability to research. His argument for presenting the information he was presenting was that his closing speech was going to be bringing light to the connections between everything he had found. But no one let him finish because his academic accreditation was brought into repute.
Seems like we have crossed paths a couple times. It's good to see you again, Robert. I thought I knew you from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Can I insight Robert? Like he is
You
really
can wits and
weird.
insight Robert all you want.
Yeah, because Victor doesn't know anything of that, but it seems really uncomfortable with him here.
Oh yeah. Robert is definitely shaken up and still flustered from running. Robert doesn't run. William, you know this. Robert doesn't run. Robert strolls, as a gentleman should.
Juicy fear. William smells Robert's fear.
Yes, I'm actually going to get you to give me a wits and insight with your specialty as well, please, William.
2.
He appears shaken up and he knows the person. He's not really hiding it a lot.
That is 5 successes.
Robert's shitting his pants and he is ashamed. And you don't know why.
This brings a smile to William's face.
Robert's
Darling,
going to turn to the room and just be... For what it's worth, Nicholas is definitely a fine addition, considering that we are currently, until further notice, down an occult expert. You would do well to ask for his assistance. Nicholas? Behave yourself, please. It doesn't need that much cleaning. And he'll give a nod. And he'll walk out, nod to the others. That's it. He will walk out.
When Robert says that, he cocks his head to the side and has this big shit-eating grin on his face, pondering the implications of what he meant by that. And then he turns to William. Have you thought about getting some, hidden security cams in your office that feed into here so you don't have to, dramatically announce yourself when someone opens the supply closet door?
it's not a bad idea.
Sorry. Go.
As a sign of good faith, I'd be more than happy to put up for a security system for your office feeding into here.
Sounds good to me.
I want to know why Robbie Boy was just shitting his pants.
No, you don't. He shuts Ella down immediately.
That's gonna get you shot.
That is... He glances over at William, glances back at Ella. We will save that for a later time, after I have some time to think some things over.
So you're an occult person, something like that. He refers to you like that. So you are priests.
I'm a druid. I follow an Irish path. Hence the tattoos, and he holds up his arms.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just not used to that. So
I mean,
I
priest
wish
is a
to learn.
priest is a non-denominational term, non-religiously specific term. Most people know it in terms of Christianity, which is one of the most largest practiced religions in the world. So that makes sense.
Hmm.
No offense taken.
It's just we might need your capabilities to track this thing.
Of course.
I sure can't. I just shoot for the main part.
I noticed.
On that note, we are actually going to leave the team for the evening to get to know each other a bit better and close out this session. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening in. Again, please check the doobly-doos for all the social media. Come and check us out on St. Pete by Night, everywhere you need us, find us. And tune in next week, or next time, for what exactly this lot end up getting themselves into. Are they going to find something to hunt? Are they going to close out what might be missing with Last Celestina? Who knows? Find out next time.